everyone, and thanks again for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to be hauling a bunch of new things that I got from the drugstore, Ulta, Sephora, and some random places here and there. And it's not just going to be a haul today, it's going to also be a review. So everything that I purchased, I've tried for a couple of days prior to filming this to really give you guys my honest opinion on what I think about these products, if I'd repurchase them, and yeah, I just want to give you guys my honest opinion and let you know what I've been loving and not so much lately. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is drugstore. I recently took a trip to CVS and picked up a few things here and there that I've either heard really good things about or I just wanted to, you know, try them out randomly. Milani has really stepped up their game. I feel like they've been in the game for a while though. I'm just kind of being late to the show. They're amazing. Like, I've really been getting into a lot of Milani products. I feel like for the drugstore, it's really good quality. This particular product I heard about from Kathleen Light's recent video. It's the Milani Prep Set Go Transparent Powder, and this stuff is so good, you guys. I used it on my face to set my foundation today, and it's so creamy. The texture of it is just, for a powder, like, it doesn't feel dry powdery. It feels so smooth and like buttery soft, and there's no pigmentation to it. Sorry, I'm flipping you guys off. There's no pigmentation to it at all. It's just transparent. It looks white. Ooh. It looks white in the pan, but it's not, it doesn't leave a white residue, and it certainly does not give flashback in pictures. I've already tried this out. It just goes on so smoothly, and for me personally, I don't really like setting my foundation with like any product that already has additional color in it. I feel like the foundation gives me the right coverage and the right coloring, and if I want to set it, I'm not going to add extra coloring and cakiness to it. I really just like something super light, gives me no coloring, and just literally does what it's supposed to and sets my foundation. And this stuff does that without leaving my skin super dry. So really impressed by this stuff, and it's only $10. Like, you really cannot beat that for a high quality powder. Like, I am so impressed. Will I repurchase this? For sure. Okay, the next product is again by Milani. It's one of their baked blushes, and this is it right here. It's in the shade Luminoso, and this is by far my favorite blush I think I've ever tried. And that's saying something because I've tried a lot of blushes, and I switch my blush routine up quite frequently. I don't stick to the same blush like for months, but this stuff I've literally been wearing for like a week straight without deviating. I've been wearing Luminoso, and that's amazing. Like, I have not wanted to wear anything else. This stuff is so smooth, just like the powder. It's so smooth and buttery, and it just goes on so beautifully. It's a very peachy with a little bit of pink in it, but it's mainly peach, and it's baked, so it just kind of, it's not like super glittery. It's got a little glitter in it, but it just looks kind of glowing. Like, it doesn't look like a super shimmery blush. I don't like shimmer blushes. It looks like you're kind of beaming from within. Like, it's so natural looking. It is what I'm wearing today for my blush, and I just love this stuff. I would recommend it to everybody and every skin tone. I feel like it would go really good for like any skin tone, but especially those pale girls out there like me, for sure pick this up. And it's only $7.50. like, you can't beat that. I really like how it has a little compact mirror on it. Isn't that cute? The only thing I will say, the only minus for me with this product is it's very bulky. Ow, that was loud in my ear. Very bulky, so I don't know if I would travel with this. I feel like it would possibly just break, and it's plastic, so it's not gonna hold up very well with travel. So that really bums me out. I wish I could like take it out and like put it in a Z palette or something, but I'm just really not impressed with the packaging of this. That's the only thing negative I have to say about it. Otherwise, it is bomb. Like, do you see that pigmentation? Woo! Alright, the next thing I got was this Revlon liquid lipstick. It's the Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. And it's so pretty, you guys. As you can see in the packaging, it's so vibrant. It's like a vibrant pinkish red. It goes on very smooth, very creamy, but it dries really quickly to a matte. The applicator is one of those where it kind of goes, it tapers out to a point, but it's flat on both sides, so it's really good for application purposes. I'm really impressed with that. And the color payoff, as you can tell, it's very pigmented. I only did a few swatches of that, and it's so vibrant. By the way, this color is Passion. I'm really impressed by it. It does have a little bit of crustiness that it forms after about an hour, kind of in that middle section of the mouth, but I feel like for $8 you really can't beat that, you know what I mean? Like an $8 liquid lipstick like at the drugstore. It kind of reminds me of ColourPop in the way that it's really pigmented, but it does kind of crack a little bit on the outer edges when it, you know, when it comes time that it's been a couple hours. But I would definitely repurchase this again and get different colors to try them out. I'm really impressed by this formulation. The next thing I wanted to talk about is this right here. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. So this has been going around like crazy. Everybody's been on board with this stuff, loving it, and I jumped on board and I haven't looked back since. Actually, I looked back a little bit, but we'll get to that. So what's cool about it is it does have a mirror on it, which is so nice. I think it came with some sort of sponge, but I just took it out, threw it away, because I knew that I was going to apply this with a beauty blender. But it opens up like that, and literally is a sponge. Like, it's spongy. You see that? It's just spongy. This stuff is really nice. Like, I applied it with a Wet Beauty sponge all over my face. The coverage is really not that full coverage. It's kind of in the middle. It's not super light, but it's not super heavy either. So for someone who's just wanting to kind of look natural and kind of cover up a few spots but not be super flawless, this stuff is for you. Also, dry skin, you will love this. I haven't really talked to anybody who's been oily who's tried this, but dry skin, you will for sure love it. It leaves your skin so dewy and like looks like you've just been through a mister. Like, it just, your face is just so like dewy looking. I don't really know how else to describe it. It just looks so beautiful. The coloring is really nice. I got the shade N2, which is perfect for my skin tone. It really, the color match system is just great. Like, it's on point. The only negative thing, well, there's two. The only two negative things I have to say about this is, one, it's $16. Let's just take a minute. $16 for a drugstore foundation. That is a lot. That's a lot. So I was not really impressed with the price. I feel like just the hype of everybody wanting to try it out, they maybe jacked the prices up. I don't know. $16, it's not worth it. I'm sorry. It's just not. The reason it's not worth it is because it doesn't last me long. Like, I wore this 4 days in a row this past week. I was like, okay, I really want to give like an honest review of this, and I wore it 4 days. The next day, I could not get any product out. Like, I literally like squished my sponge the hardest I could get, like, in there, and it wasn't really giving me any foundation at all. I even tried it with a brush to get the product out, and it just really wasn't giving me anything. So I don't know if after 4 days it just, that's it, that's all you get, is 4 days worth of foundation. But yeah, it just doesn't go a long way for the price that you're paying. So would I repurchase this? I would have to say no. It's really beautiful, but it's just not worth $16 for the amount that you're getting. So kind of bummed about that. But, and also the packaging, again, similar to the Milani blush, it's just very bulky. Like, it's not something that I would want to travel with, and this plastic thing, it just doesn't, like, I just feel like it wouldn't hold up very well. The next product is the Master Conceal by Maybelline. It's the camouflaging concealer. I got the color Fair. I was very, very impressed by this stuff. I wore this 2 days last week, and it's similar to the Fit Me concealer that they came out with, that I'm absolutely obsessed with, as you probably already know. But it's just a little bit thicker, so it covers up a little bit more, and I really like the coloring of it. It's not like the Fit Me or the Better Skin in the fact that it has a very kind of peachish undertone to it, which is really good for hiding those blue spots. Not blue spots, blue, like those blue veins under your eyes that may pop out and may kind of cast a shadow under your eyes. This is really good for covering that up. And it is very brightening as well, and it doesn't crease if you set it. I was really impressed by this stuff, like especially if you're one that, you know, like you just don't like the darkness under your eyes. This stuff is really, really good. And as far as a master concealer, definitely. I wouldn't say it's quite as good as the It Cosmetics Spot by Under Eye, which I'm gonna review for you in a little bit. I wouldn't say it's quite as hiding as that as far as the coverage underneath the eyes, but it definitely is in the running. So recommend it for sure. Buy it again, indeed. Oh, and by the way, this retails for $7.50. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so now let's get into Ulta. So Ulta, I bought quite a few things. I didn't include everything that I got because I purchased a lot of things that I've already tried and already have been loving for a long time, like the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner, the Ardell Wispy Lashes, like stuff that I've already talked to you guys about and stuff that I've already been loving. I didn't want to include that because it's not really like something new that I have to review. So all these things I have not ever tried except for this week. And yeah, so the first thing are these NYX Butter Glosses. They're the intense version, so I'm pretty sure these are new. I've only tried the Butter Glosses a few times, and I wasn't too impressed with them. I just didn't feel like they gave me like that much pigmentation, and they rubbed off pretty easily. But I did try these and I was very impressed by them. They're the intense version, so they do have more pigmentation, they stay on a lot longer, and they do give you that nice glossy look that's really, really beautiful. Like, there's nothing bad about these that I can say. I absolutely love them, and I will go back and repurchase some more shades. So this color right here is called Apple Dumpling, and it's just basically a really nice peachish pink color. It's more peach than anything, but it's got some pink in there, as you can see, and it's so pretty. See how glossy it is? Like, ugh. So as you can see, it's kind of like a peachish pink color. It's just really beautiful for everyday wear. It's kind of a little bit nude in it as well, so it's like a nudish peachy pink color. That's my best description, sorry you guys. But I was really, like I said, impressed with this, the pigmentation and how it applies. The applicator is similar to the Revlon one in the fact that it's flat on both sides, so it applies really, really nicely. And this one is by far my favorite one that I've tried. I only got these two. So the Peanut Brittle by far is, it's just so beautiful. I love it so much. I wore this for quite a few days this week, and oh my gosh, it's like a perfect nude. It's brown, but it's got some peach undertones to it, and it's so pretty. The color payoff, pigmentation, the application, the glossiness, like, I just love these. So I will definitely be going back and getting more of them. These retail for $6, so that is not bad. All right, this is, since we're on the NYX train right now, this is the Face and Body Glitter from NYX. This is the Rose shade. Oh my gosh, the coloring of this glitter, I'm not gonna like swatch it because I'm gonna get glitter everywhere, but it's a loose glitter pigment, and this rose shade is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So the last makeup look I posted, this is, I told you guys if you wanted to change it up a little bit and put a pop of glitter on there, to really intensify the look, the rosy cranberry look that I had going. You could use a glitter glue. I use the Too Faced glitter glue, and I think it's called the Too Faced Shadow Insurance glitter glue. And I use that and then just put this over it using a damp brush that I wetted with my MAC Fix Plus, and it really keeps it on your lids without a lot of fallout, and it just makes it even more intensified. This stuff is so good. For sure going back to get more of these, and this retailed for $6. So wow, I mean, for the quality of this stuff, $6, like, you're really getting bang for your buck here, like, for sure. For sure. About it, it's the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. It's the all-in-one. It removes makeup and cleanses, refreshes with no rinse, no harsh rubbing. You can use it on face, lips, and eyes. It's for all skin types, even sensitive, which is definitely what I need. It's got no alcohol, oil, or fragrance in it, and the one that I got is the blue one. It's the one with the blue cap and the blue writing, and that just means that it's good for waterproof mascara. There's also a pink one that's just regular mascara, but I don't really wear waterproof mascara, but if I ever did, I just wanted to have this just in case. I did half my face with this Selma Hayak Nuance makeup remover, and then I did the other half of my face, removed my makeup with this Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. They take my makeup off exactly the same, like exactly the same, and it doesn't leave, neither one of them leave my skin oily, neither one of them leave my eyes burning, neither one of them require harsh rubbing. The only thing I will say is that I like this one more. Why? Because this one's cheaper. Like I said, I can't remember the exact price, but I'm pretty sure it was maybe around $10, and this stuff retails for $9, so I guess it's pretty much the same price. If you think about it like this though, the Nuance one is 4.3 fluid ounces, and this one is 13.5 fluid ounces. So you're getting, for the same price, you're getting way more product, like literally like triple the product amount in this. And another thing I will say why I like this one a little bit more is that there's only, I counted, there's only, I think, about 10 ingredients in here, and there's about 20 to 24, I can't remember these, I think 24. 10 ingredients, 24 ingredients, a lot more that I can't pronounce in here. So as far as, and this also has that artificial coloring in it, so if that means anything to you, you get more, you get higher quality, I feel like, and it does the exact same things. Something else I got from Ulta was this. This is the Bye Bye Under Eye from It Cosmetics. Everybody knows who's been hearing about it, and Lusterlux, Katie on YouTube here, has been loving it and raving about it for quite a few months. And I just decided to get on board and try it out for myself, and man, impressed. That's pretty much all I can say. Impressed. Like, it is so bomb, you guys. It covers so nicely, like it really covers your under eyes, but it brightens as well. Let me just swatch it for you guys, hold on. So the coverage is amazing. It's so thick, but it blends out so easy. Like, it's not super thick to where you can't blend it out, and it leaves it like super creasy and cakey under the eyes. As long as you set it, definitely set this. I'm serious, you guys. Like, don't try to not set it. Like, it will for sure crease on you, but if you set it right, oh my gosh, like, it's so brightening, and it's got a little bit of peach in it too. So it's very similar to the Master Conceal from Maybelline. If you can't afford this, because it's like, I think $21, if you can't afford this, definitely try the Master Conceal from Maybelline, because it does really good as well. It's not quite as covering as the It Cosmetics one, but it's really nice. They're very similar in the texture. They're very thick, creamy, and peachy undertones, so that's why it's really going to cancel out any blueness under your eyes. It, like I said, blends out like a dream. I'm just so impressed with this stuff. Oh, I love it so much. I did wear it quite a few times the past week or two. I've been waiting to film this for you guys, because like, this has become one of my favorite concealers I've ever tried. I love it. And I'm kind of a concealer whore. Like, I try so many different concealers to try and find ones that I really like stand by, and this is definitely in my top 5 concealers of all time. I love it. Alright, so let's get into what I got at Sephora. As the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick, and this has really been raved about by Nikki Tutorials here on YouTube. She's been loving it. It's what I'm wearing today. It's absolutely flawless. Like, one of my favorite foundations I've ever tried. So impressed. It glides on so smoothly onto the skin. It doesn't leave my skin dry. It actually does the exact opposite. You'd think a stick would leave you dry, but it actually leaves me dewy, which is so exciting to be a stick foundation that leaves you dewy. The color match system is on point. This is it right here. It just blends in so nicely. I use I either use a brush or a beauty sponge to apply this. Either way, it works perfectly and beautifully. The shade that I got, it's Y225, which is equal to 117, I think, in the HD liquid foundation. I like how they put that, you know, in case you use the liquid foundation, this is the equivalent of that. I think that's really cool. But yeah, this is it right here. Sorry, I keep flipping you guys off. But this is it right here. It blends so nicely. I'm so impressed with this. Again, it's what I'm wearing today. It's absolutely flawless, you guys. Like, it's not super cakey. Like, you can really blend this into, like, not a sheer foundation, but it's medium to full, and you can really build it and build it and build it to be as full coverage as you want it to be, which is so nice. So this retails for $43, so it is a little steep, but I am willing to fork it over. Another really great thing about it is that you don't use a lot. Like I said, you can use a little or a lot. It goes a long way. So if you stripe it like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then I do a little bit down my neck as well. So I feel like it's gonna last me quite a long time. The next thing I got from Sephora was the Ultra HD Makeup Forever concealer also, and that is what I'm wearing for my under eyes. Obviously it's been set and there's other makeup on top and whatever, but so you really can't probably tell, but this is what I'm wearing for my under eye. So this is it right here. It blends so creamy, it's so smooth, and it's also kind of peachy as well. Very brightening, similar to the It Cosmetics, just again not quite as thick. It is a full coverage, but it's not like full like the It, you know what I mean? I'm trying to compare everything to It because it is like the epitome of covering your under eyes. This is very similar to that. I definitely would recommend this. I love it so much. My under eyes are very bright, and I just love that. This stuff is really great. Again, just make sure that you are setting your concealer because it will crease if you don't. And you don't want to crease the under eye. It's not cute. It's not cute. Since we're on the concealer train, let's go ahead and talk about the next concealer I got. I literally got like 4 concealers, you guys. Like I told you, I'm a concealer whore. This is, I've been wanting to try this ever since it came out. It's the Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. That is a mouthful. But this is it right here. I love the packaging. It's just so sleek and it's glass, so it just feels fancy. This shade is Fair Neutral, which is the lightest shade, of course. I'm so pale. So this one is very brightening as well. It's so creamy. I really like the brightening effect of it. So it's not necessarily something where I feel like, oh, this concealer is gonna be really good for covering up, you know, not so much, but like for really like the brightening, highlighting aspect of concealers, I feel like the Naked Skin helps to brighten it up, especially on those days where you're just really tired and don't want to get out of bed and go to work. This is really great because it just makes you look more awake and bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and it's just very brightening. So that aspect of it I really love. This is probably going to be in my top 5 to 10 concealers as well. Like, this is really good stuff. So the Urban Decay concealer is $28, and then this is my new holy grail, is this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer. So good, you guys. I literally cannot speak enough good things about this. It's so good. So the applicator on this is so cool. It goes into like a slant, and it's a lot thicker than the regular like just pointed brow wiz. So it comes to a point, but it's longer, so when you apply it literally like this or like this, like it looks like actually like natural brush hair strokes. Like it's what I used for my brows today. So when you're applying it, like it's just like this, natural brush strokes. And it's so easy, you guys. It's so easy. So any beginner brow person, I feel like, can do brows with this brow definer. And it's so quick. Like compared to the brow wiz, literally I can do my brows now in 5 minutes. My brows before would take me like 15 to do with the brow wiz. So I'm really, really impressed by this. Like I can't say enough good things about it. This is the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. Yay! I finally got a palette for contouring. I'm so impressed. Like, oh my gosh. So it's got a beautiful, beautiful heavy duty mirror on it. So these are the shades right here. So beautiful, you guys. I've been using these two for highlighting. This is sort of like a banana powder, kind of like the one that's in the Anastasia contour palette, the banana powder in that. It's very similar to that. This is kind of a peachy highlighter for the under eyes to set your concealer. I've been kind of blending these two together. This contour shade right here is what I'm wearing for contour today, and this is really like a perfect shade for me. Like it's cool undertones to my skin, so this cool toned contour is just so amazing. The application of these, I mean, it's just beautiful. Like it's so creamy and buttery, and the pigmentation, I'm so sorry you guys, I keep flipping you off. The pigmentation is so ridiculous. The only thing I will say with this is that a little bit goes a long way. So don't go in there with your brush hardcore thinking it's going to be maybe like those other powders out there that are don't give you any pigmentation, so you really have to like build them up. This is not like that. This stuff is so highly pigmented, literally like one little swipe and you've got like boom, contour, and it's so worth the money. This palette is $46, which is quite a lot. That's more than the foundation that I have, but you get 6 shades. And for someone like me who I love to do makeup on my friends, any of my darker friends out there, my darker beauties, these are so bomb. They're a little too dark for me, but I love this palette because I can use it on so many different skin tones. Like it's just an all-purpose thing, and the fact that it has this really heavy-duty mirror on it, and it is a magnetic compact, so it's really great for taking on the road with you or traveling with. All right, you guys, and we're on the last thing. Woohoo! So I wanted to get a liquid lipstick. This is the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Stone. This is the color right here. This is what I'm wearing on my lips. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever put on my lips. Like, it's so pretty, you guys. Like it's a very mauvey purplish pink neutral shade. It's got a little bit of brown in it, but it's just so pretty. It looks more purple and purplish brown than anything, but it's such a great neutral shade. Like it goes with every freaking makeup look you can think of. This smoky eye look I did today, I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on this very soon, but this liquid lipstick with this look, it just ties it all together. And let me just talk about the formulation. This is so good. It applies so buttery and creamy and soft and velvety and so amazingly, and then it dries to a matte. But the matte that it dries as is not like a drying, super cracking, super like kind of flaking off matte. It's like a literally like so soft, like I can't feel it on my lips at all. And let me show you. Nothing. It's not budging. I've worn this for a couple of hours now. It has not moved, you guys, and it hasn't made my lips feel dry at all. And the packaging, I mean, look at the packaging. Like, it's glass, but it's frosted glass, and it's really got this nice sort of like silvery top on it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna go out and buy every shade. So I would definitely recommend this for anybody who is wanting to try liquid lipsticks. By far, this has become my new obsession, my new favorite liquid lipstick of all time. Not only the color is so beautiful, but the formulation and the packaging and just everything about it, I'm obsessed. So again, you guys, this is $18. Would I repurchase? Come on. Come on. Let's get real. Okay guys, that's everything. I know this video was, I feel a little winded from all of the talking that I've been doing, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something and found some new products that you want to try out. I gave my honest review on every single product. Only thing I wouldn't repurchase is, unfortunately, that True Match Lumi foundation that just doesn't give me a lot for being $16. Everything else I absolutely adore and I love so much, and I definitely recommend trying it out if you haven't tried any of those products. So again, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Please tune in to my next video. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media. I'll link it all down below for you guys. Hope you have a perfect day, and I will see you next time. Bye.